Do you want to learn how to take control of your own success? Today we're going to show you 6 elements that we call the success chain that will allow you to do just that.
So stick around. All that and more is coming up.
Hey everyone, Kevin Patterson here with Living with a Purpose Academy, where we help you find and grow your passion and achieve your goals. On this channel, I joined personal development coach and CEO of Leadership Dynamics Incorporated, Paul Brown, and we give you practical tips and tools on how to turn your dreams into reality. Today, we're talking about how you achieve success. Now, Paul, I know you coach a lot of executives. And in the end, it seems to come down to this one thing, developing the right behaviors. Tell us about this success chain.
Well, Kevin, there's really 6 steps that are involved in becoming the people that we are today, and more importantly, evolving into the persons that we would like to be able to become. We all define success differently, and that's the first step of the success chain, defining what does success look like for you. The second step is results, because there's a direct relationship between the results that we produce and the success that we enjoy. The third component is behavior. We all know that if you continue to do what you've always done, you will get what you've always gotten. So developing new behaviors that will produce new results is really a key part of this process. Our behaviors always come from our attitudes. We think certain things and then we do certain behaviors. I've often referred to myself as the Jiffy Lube man, although we certainly don't work for $37.95. But the fact of the matter is, we help people to change their filters. The filters that are in place really have come from a conditioning process. And the behavioral psychologists tell us that most of the conditioning that's taken place in our life has occurred before we were 5 years old. Now, I don't know about you, but I didn't have an awful lot to do with the conditioning that took place with me before I was 5 years old. The fact of the matter is that conditioning has come from spaced repetition. In other words, we heard things over and over and over again. That's why a 2-year-old child, no matter what you ever say to them, will always respond with no. It's conditioning. Well, the fact of the matter is, if we recognize that this is how we evolved into the persons that we are today, we actually can use the process and by reversing it, become the person that we would like to be. So through spaced repetition, we can in fact change our conditioning. By changing our conditioning, we can change our attitudes. By changing our attitudes, we can develop new behaviors. And by developing new behaviors, we can develop better results and achieve a higher level of success.
Practically speaking, how do you take control of your conditioning?
There's a number of things that I personally do. Number one, I practice the habit of daily affirmation. I think about the person that I want to become. The fact of the matter is, I know that there's gaps in who I want to be and where I am right now. But by developing affirmations, I'm able to get a mindset that makes me do the things that will cause me to evolve into being that person that I want to be. The second thing that I think is very important is really understanding what are your goals. Taking time to do the planning for a year, for a quarter, for a month, for a week, for the day, to make sure that you progressively have the template, the plan and path to be able to achieve the goals that you have for yourself, your family, and your business. The average person can develop a new habit in 21 days. That in the course of a quarter, you could actually develop 4 new habits. Think of what a radically different person you could be if you developed 16 new habits every year. You could be a radically different person and achieve entirely different levels of success than you've experienced to this point.
Achieving the goals that you want for your life are a really important and basic part of living a fulfilling life. And if you'd like to know more about that, check out Paul Brown's new book, 7 Steps to a Life of Significance. You can purchase the Amazon Kindle edition by clicking on the link in the description below. Okay, so I got a question for you. What does success mean to you? And what are your best tips for achieving success? Comment below. and check out what other people have said. I'm Kevin Patterson.
And I'm Paul Brown.
This has been Living with a Purpose Academy. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it. If you know other people who could benefit from these ideas, then share it. And if you want more of this kind of content, then remember to subscribe. And we'll see you in the next video.
So long.
You can order that by clicking on the link in the description below. You can order it. Okay, let's try that again.